Welcome to Yanks Call It Soccer Podcast YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining us. We're recording out of Long Beach, California, bringing you your number one source for all soccer topics and discussions you never even knew existed. We are the Yanks, and I'm Jacob Brown.
And I'm Sean Reeves.
Thank you guys very much for joining us here on our YouTube channel as we're prepping episode number 45 this evening. Just a quick little social media plug. If you guys are on Instagram or Twitter, or excuse me, Instagram and Facebook, you guys can check us out there at Yanks Call It Soccer. If you guys are on Twitter, our handle there is at YCIS. You guys can check out all of our podcasts on iTunes and on Stitcher. And if you guys are, you also can check all these out on our home site, yankscallitsoccer.com. So thank you guys very much for joining us here on our fourth YouTube preview
show. Ooh, preview show.
So let's jump into what are we going to be talking about here this evening on episode number 45.
So tonight's episode, which we have our notes for here, is
I got my notes.
45 is going to start us off. We're going to look at Newcastle.
I
mean, this
Great.
is we picked on Aston Villa for a few weeks.
I knew my time was coming.
It's time. It's time to come. It's Newcastle's time because there's just a lot going wrong.
Yeah.
And
as usual,
Steve McLaren's come out and said that this is the most frustrating he has worked with. It's the most frustrating he has worked with questioning his side's character. So this is the most frustrating team he's ever worked with. So we're going to find out what he means by that and maybe break that down a bit and see from a Newcastle point of view.
Yeah.
If that's true. Is it the most frustrating team that Newcastle fans have watched? We'll find out. Okay, so we're looking at that. We had a long quote about this frustration that McLaren's feeling. I also think he's feeling the heat of the sack. I don't think you can fire a manager now. Well, maybe you can fire a manager now.
We'll get into that. This is
some sack heat that he's got. He's feeling some sack heat.
We've got 11 matches left, so it's gonna be very interesting. A lot of good stuff. I think we'll cover.
Yeah, and a couple of questions I want to hit on, and I'll get your perspective on that. Is there time for Newcastle to turn this around currently? And then also, is there time for them if they choose to sack McLaren? Is there enough time for a new manager to come in and fix the problem? You're not out of it yet.
No.
And there's enough matches left to close a gap. There's enough matches left to survive, and there's enough teams to climb over. And those are the things that, if you look at the gap between us, 18th place and the 17th place, you're looking at...
It's goal differential, basically.
Yeah, and you're looking at 4 or 5 potential teams to leapfrog. So it's not dire straits yet, but when does it get there? So we're going to look at that. Second thing is... Daniel Sturridge. I don't know if you.
I like this.
Daniel Sturridge launched, or he's set to launch his own Jamaican style cooking sauce. It's called Stir Crazy.
Brilliant.
We'll break that down for you. The third topic we're looking at is Tottenham's success for this year. We've gone through this topic before. We've actually had. The LA Spurs in here and talked about the success, and that was a long time ago.
Right.
And that success has kept on rolling. So what we're looking at is Pochettino's philosophy, and he's finally seeing it take shape off the field at the same time. And I think he's coming to a place where he's really got his players behaving in a way. I think behavior is a key word.
Yeah.
Behaving in a way that is showing the success that Tottenham's feeling on the field, and it's translating to the off the field, which. When you get all of those things firing at the same time, you got a successful team going and a title run at the same time. They're looking golden. There's a reason why Pochettino finally feels that it's there, and we'll touch on that topic specifically, what that point is, and why he feels like they've turned the corner. And the last thing we're hoping to look at, of course, this is.
We'll get there because I want to talk about this.
Okay, we'll get there.
This is going to be
we'll
a
make
good
it there,
one.
whether we go long or not. So this may be a longer show, just warn you on the preview side of it. But the last topic is Basel, which is...
Twins Basel.
a club is allowing their fans to vote via social media on next season's home kit, what they would like it to look like. Now, it may be...
It's a dangerous road.
It's dangerous. It's a very dangerous thing to have the fan engagement at that point. Now, they're taking a more conservative approach, but they're actually allowing the fans to have a say on the kit. So is this the start of something that we may see take a bigger shape, bigger form? Depends on how well this campaign does and how they see it, and then I think teams may, I don't know, if the fans feel like they have a part of it, they sell more kits, who knows, maybe more and more clubs will look to allowing fans to choose certain things. It could be kit design, it could be what you sell for food in the stadium, it could be
Careful what you wish for, though.
You start getting fans involved.
You get fans like us.
We're bringing back the pirate shirts with the
I want tassels.
I want the ties.
I want tassels on my sleeves.
I want to be able to tie my jersey in the front.
I want midriff. I want to see belly.
I want to see tighter jerseys. Puma, tighter. You can get it tighter. Take a few stitches out of the side and you got some. I want to see more abs.
Yes.
I really want to see more abs. So those are the topics that we're gonna touch on tonight. I think they're good. I think we got some good.
These will be good. These will be good. Our prep meeting prior to even recording here, my wheels are turning. Yeah. So look out. There's gonna be some good stuff in here.
We're trying not to say anything right now, and it's really, really hard.
Yeah.
Really hard. We're trying to bottle it up right now. It's really hard. So we hope you enjoy the show. It's coming up right now. We're going to be recording in about 10, 15 minutes as soon as we get all the equipment set up. But we're ready to go. Episode 45.
Episode 45. And real quickly, as we've mentioned the past couple of videos, we still are rocking and rolling with our Kickstarter campaign.
More funds came in.
More funds have been coming in, and
Don't miss this train.
Thank you guys for the handful of guys that started backing us this past week.
Yep.
It's awesome. It kind of energizes me, and I know energizes Sean and the other guys. So if this is your first time listening or watching our videos here on YouTube, we've launched a Kickstarter campaign just to raise some funds for some recording equipment. Very exciting. It's gonna enable us to do some pretty fun things that we have planned for this upcoming year.
Yep.
And we've got about 30 more days, so we're halfway through, and we're a little over 30% funded.
Which is great, because I think most Kickstarter campaigns, you get a lot of funding as you come to the end. Don't wait too long.
No.
We may be watching every day. You might not be. So might as well do it now if you're planning on it.
We'll remind you.
Yeah, we will. But if you're waiting for that paycheck to come in, totally understand.
Yeah.
Just let it come in. Kirby. But thank you guys so much for following us here on YouTube. Yanks Call It Soccer on Facebook. YanksCallItSoccer.com is our flagship site. Yanks Call It Soccer on Instagram.
Yep.
At YCIS on Twitter. And always, always, always let them hear you call it soccer. Thank you, and we'll see you.